All right, everybody. Hey, we're going to get into some fun stuff. We're going to get into the money side of things. It's going to be super fun. So get pumped. Let's get ready. If you don't know your numbers for 2021, that's okay. Let's kind of guesstimate what that looks like. I know what I'm probably going to make this month. We're projected to hit some pretty great numbers this month again, which is incredible. But knowing your numbers is huge. So if you don't have that, if that's scary, I totally get it. But we're going to start talking about some money, your year plan, your quarterly plan, and this is going to be super duper fun. So don't be afraid. If you're afraid of like, numbers, my goals, my income, like wherever you're starting out, don't worry. Okay. Don't worry. I mean, I don't care if you made zero profit last year. If your income was $200, if your income was $2,000, like don't worry, because I'm going to help walk you through. Okay. We're going to walk through what to do to hit your goals. Let's talk about money. Money, money, money. For those of you who know, you know, I love talking about money. Why? Because it is essential. If you are in business, you need money to survive. You need money to fuel your dreams. You need money to create more impacts. It is an energy that is out there. It is available to everyone. It is in abundance. If you don't believe that yet, go check out some of my money trainings. I have plenty of stuff that I did like last month in my Wild Tribe group on Facebook. Money, 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 because we are in a business, right? We are in a business. It's not a hobby. That's a huge lesson for someone like me that 7 years ago, I was face down, ugly crying. Like I don't cry pretty. Like it's like, I'm heaving, there's makeup, there's snot. Like I don't cry pretty. I wish I could, but I don't. I'm a very passionate person and I feel deeply. I was ugly crying face down on my mentor's floor 7 years ago because I was like, I can't charge money. It's not spiritual. It's nobody's going to pay me. I'm not worth it. Ugly crying. But guess what? We have business is not a hobby. The more impact you make, the more income you create. So think of it that way. It's an exchange. It's energy. So let's talk about money. Let's talk about money. What was, first and foremost, write this number down. You can share it in the comments if you want, but I do know this is a very personal thing. So if you don't feel comfortable, that's okay. Just do this work for yourself. What was your income in 2021? If you don't know specifically, you can go back and check this out. If you do not track your numbers, I encourage you to track your numbers and you'll find out why in this process, because it is so important to be able to plan and know exactly what step you need to do. So what was your income in 2021? This can be, there's no right answer. This is going to be different for every single person. What was your income in 2021? Okay, based on last year's income, where did your income come from? Right? For example, this one of my clients did last year. She did 400. Oh, I did a decimal point instead of a comma. She did $249,990 profit. This is not sales. This is profit, right? In 2021. When we broke down her numbers, 78,000 of that came from one-on-one coaching, which is about 23% of her income, right? So we can say, great, 23% of your income in 2021 came from one-on-one coaching. So let's project that 23% of your income is going, which I think we projected her at 350,000 this year because she's scaling right now. So let's say 23% of your income is going to come from that this year, right? Success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. And when I look at the last 3 years of my company, since I've been online and I've been tracking these things, that is, you will pretty much replicate the same unless if you change your strategy. 70,000 came from high level offers. Again, this is going to be important. If you don't know your product suite, which is your offers, there's going to be your free content that you give. You're going to have low level. So this is anything like 100 $97, $47, up to like $200 are low level. Your mid level are going to be anything from like 500 to 2,000, 3,000. And then your high level offers are going to be like your $5,000 and $10,000 packages. So 20% came from that. 60,000 came from mid-level offers, and then 41,000 came from low price, which is, as you see, the different incomes. So then you can say, okay, this is what percent of my income is going to come from where. Example. Here's another example of a $78,000 year. And again, this is going to be individual for you. So look at your numbers. If you don't have anything to, like, let's say you're just starting out, or if you don't really know what your income was last year, have a guesstimate it. And then later after this call, you can go back and look at those different things, break down what your income was. And again, this is depending, each person has a different product suite. Each person has different offers. So it's hard for me to know specifically without looking at your business model, what you're offering, to give you like one blanket answer. But, you know, sometimes you have like upsells, like I do in my programs. Sometimes I do in like mid-level programs, I'll have an upsell where you can buy like a one-off. This is like one of the only times I offer like one-off calls with me, because I am so invested in my clients that if you're in a program with me, you can upsell to like if you need an extra strategy call. Let's sit down, let's deep dive into your strategy. Let's deep dive into your plan. Let's deep dive into your mindset. Let's deep dive into your product suite and define what you're actually offering. So I do like upsells and things like that. So that's what that is. You can do programs. Maybe you have products or done for you services, which is something we did offer last year, but yeah, it's very selective with what we do. Okay. So based on last year's income, what percent will come from each offer in your product suite? Again, this is going to be different for each person because I know our business models are different. So based on what your percentages were last year, you can replicate that into this year. So now you can project that if 40% of your income came from one-on-one clients, for example, then 40% of your income will come from that again. So how many, based on your projected income, how many one-on-one clients do you need this year? That will help you focus on your sales strategy, right? See how this is kind of piecing together. I do have a workbook that explains this a little bit more. I know that my one-on-one clients have received that in their email. So you guys have that formula. This will say, okay, so if you need one client per quarter at $5,000 each, how do we focus your marketing strategy now? What do we focus on for this quarter, this month, this week, and where to get your clients? So if we look at quarterly projections, again, you're going to replicate the percent from last year. So if you do the exact same percent, if your goal is the same as last year, or let's say you up your goal, right? And this is going to be individual for each person. What percent last year? So use the same exact percentages, and then you can break down your quarterly goals, which means that you will do a strategy of, this is for someone who's starting out. So this is someone who maybe you don't have a clear a following. Maybe you don't have your email list yet. Maybe you don't have your following. You don't have people that if you put out an offer, they're purchasing from you right away. So if you're just building, I would recommend to do something like this. This is an example. If you want to project your estimated income, then start out with quarter one will be 15% of your yearly income. Does that make sense? So if your goal is 100,000 this year and you're just starting out, maybe you say, okay, so for quarter one, I'm going to do 15%, which is 15,000, because I'm building my audience, I'm building my offers. And then you want to stagger it. So maybe in quarter two, so you have January, February, March, you'll hit 15,000. April, May, June, you're doing 20. July, August, September, you're hitting 25,000. And then October, November, December, if you're in a digital marketing, if you're in a digital product, those are going to be your biggest months by far anyway. So maybe you'll hit 35% of your profit then, if that I hope that makes sense. Perfect. So again, if our goal is, this is just an example, if your goal is 100,000 this year, then quarter one, maybe you're making 15,000, 15% of your income. 20% of your income will come in quarter two, which is 20,000. 25% of your income will come in quarter three, which is 25,000. And then 35% of your income in quarter four, which is 35,000. And this is going to be different for each one of your goals, depending upon what your income goal is for 2022. So reverse engineer that, whatever your income goal is, and then you can break it down to kind of look with these percentages as an example. If you don't have that solid, like I'm making offers, people buy, I'm making offers, people buy, and you need to work on that, your product suite, or maybe your follow-up method, whatever that is, building your audience, then use this model as an example of where you can expect your income to come from. Perfect. Again, here's just the chart because I know we all learn in different ways. Some of us are visual, some of us are, like here's where you're going to be stacking your income. If your goal is 100,000, then again, quarter one, 15%, quarter two, 20%, 25, and then 35. So you can kind of project that if you're growing out your audience and you're growing out your offers, that this is where your income will come from. And again, here's just another in-depth version of that. So if your goal is 15,000 in quarter one, that means $5,000 a month. That means you have January, February, and March. And this is a very broad example, but let's say you have one-on-one coaching packages at $3,000. That means in each month, you want to do one new client at $3,000, and then you want to sell two mid-level offers at $1,000. So see how that helps you kind of break down your strategy that, okay, each month, my one focus is to get one new client and to sell two of my $1,000 offers. And then you can reverse engineer that, like, okay, that's it. I just need to get one new client and two mid-level offers at $1,000 to hit my $5,000 mark. That's it. Great. So now where do you focus your marketing effort? Where do you focus your strategy so that you can hit those numbers? And if you can really like define this and take a screenshot or, something, if you want to come back and look at this, but each quarter, when you break it down to monthly, so great. If I want to hit 20,000 in quarter two, I need to be selling $6,666 per month in new income, which means one new client at 3,000. Maybe I'm selling three mid-level offers at 1,100 and one or two mid-level offers at 500. So creating different packages, different offers. This is why it's important to stagger your offers, because you want to be leading your customers through a journey, right? You want to be leading them to the next product, to the next sell, because not everyone's going to be ready to work with you one-on-one if you're a coach, or not everyone's ready to hop into that big, juicy offer that you have. They're going to want like bite-sized pieces. A lot of times I do have people go from not knowing me, being aware of me. They see a training, they see an event I'm doing, to like, hey girl, I want to work with you one-on-one. How do I work with you? That absolutely works. But then I also have people that will start off on, I've had anything from during the pandemic, I had like $7 offers I was doing because I just wanted to give and serve and help people grow. But I'll have people start off on like a program. Maybe they go to a support, like my mastermind group, and then maybe they work with me one-on-one, and then they go back to the mastermind. Like they'll go all over. And then I have clients that have been working with me for years one-on-one, and they keep me on like a retainer. We still meet one-on-one, or we do deep dive sessions once or twice a month. All right. So based on your projections and your desired income for 2022, what is your focus for each of the 4 quarters? So this is where it might take a little bit of time and effort. And again, we're not going to spend this, like take a screenshot, write this down, because you can reverse engineer. Oh my gosh, I meant 2022. Just so you guys know, 2022. So based on your projections and your desired income, what is your focus for each of the 4 quarters in 2022? Again, this is based on your product suite, what your offers are, and your projected income that you need to hit per quarter. You can now reverse engineer that, like, okay, if I need one one-on-one client, great. I'm going to spend the next 2 weeks, or I'm going to spend all of January focusing on selling my offer, focusing on selling my one-on-one coaching and getting people into my funnel of interest in my one-on-one coaching. So that means I'm going to show up on Instagram and I'm going to teach people how I help them. I'm going to teach them, why is it important to work with a coach? Why is it important to get accountability? Why is it important? So you can focus your efforts on those specific things. And my goal for you in all of this is for you to create the freedom, the impact, and the income that you truly desire. And this is how we do it, right? Because if we are not planning, we are planning to fail. And I hate to say that, but being in this industry for so long, being in business for so long, having built corporate companies, I know that if you do not plan, which you guys, I'll be honest with you, again, the internal conflict within me, I don't like to plan, but I also want to plan. I don't like strategy, but I also love strategy and structure. And whenever we don't plan, we end up having default and things just happen. So this is so important. If you are a business person, please, 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 please take the time to plan your business, because we tend to spend more time planning trips than we do our own business, right? And this is where I see so many people drop off. In the 3.5 years I've been in the online space, I've seen so many people start businesses, change businesses, do blah, blah, blah. Like it's just know that if you take a couple minutes to plan, to invest in your planning, that you can do it. You can absolutely do it. All right. Are you ready for your breakthrough? Again, I just want to check in with you guys. Where are you at? Are you ready for your breakthrough? Are you ready to hit your income goals for 2022? Because I have no doubt in my mind that you can 100% absolutely do it. So let's do this. All right, guys, let's try something. Let's take some deep breaths. Maybe roll out your shoulders. Go ahead and close your eyes if you're able to right now. And I want you to visualize that 1 year from today, we're on this call again, and you're looking back at your business, you're going, wow, 2022 was amazing. I want you to imagine that you're looking back and it is December 31st of 2022, and you're looking back. Notice what it feels like to have hit that goal. Whatever your income goal is for 2022, imagine what that feels like to be in that space, to look back and to see the clients. Imagine them, imagine their smiling faces, see their testimonials, see them thanking you. Feel what it feels like to know that each quarter you were able to not only step into that being, but see yourself celebrating, hitting those huge goals, hitting that $15,000 quarter, hitting that $15,000 month. Imagine what it looks like to look in your bank account and to see that you have hit that goal, that you've created that income. And feel what it feels like in your heart to know that with each and every single dollar that's there, it is showing you the impact that you created in the world. It is showing you the evidence, the impacts. Visualize your breakthrough. See your breakthrough as if it's already happened, whatever that is for you, whether that's growing your business, scaling your business, starting the business. See it as if it already has. Feel how incredibly proud you feel of yourself. Knowing that each and every single one of your goals has already happened. They are complete. You're in completion energy. Feel so incredibly proud of yourself as you step into this vision and you know that this and better is working out for its good. Feel what it feels like to know that with each and every single client that you've taken on, you've created something, a ripple effect in the world. That you've created something amazing. Feel what it feels like. How do you show up in the world? How are you showing up with your clients? How are you showing up in your confidence? How are you showing up on social media? How are you showing up for your loved ones? For those that are counting on you? And most importantly, having reached this amazing financial goal, having reached your breakthrough, how are you showing up for yourself? Feel what it feels like to say yes to your calling. Feel what it feels like to say yes to your bigger, juicier, gorgeous, sexy, enticing destiny. Feel what it feels like to say yes to the impact, to the income, to the breakthrough. To yourself, to your business, to your purpose, saying yes to your passion, saying yes to the next level you. Feel what it feels like to say yes to the clients you've helped, and feel what it feels like to say yes to you and to the world. And as you sit in this feeling, I want you to feel what it feels like in your hearts, the energy that's pulsing through you, how empowered, how incredible you feel. To know that this is your year. Regardless of what the world is going to throw at you, regardless of what the economy says, regardless of any other external situation, feel what it feels like to know that your business will sustain you. Your business is sustaining you, and you get to create your own economy. You get to define your own rules, and you get to define your own value. Knowing that the gifts that you bring to the world are creating a ripple effect. That when You rise. I rise. We rise together. Knowing that as you step out in your value and your worth, knowing that when you create impact in the world, it allows other people to create impact, and that little by little, day by day, moment by moment, we are raising the vibration of the world. We are giving people permission to step out in their value, in their own worth, and just know and feel what it feels like to be so intertwined with the work that we are each collectively doing and that we are doing together. See what it feels like to, or know what it feels like to know that you are this tapestry, and that the work you're doing is not just for your own good. It is for the good of those you love. It is for the good of those in the world. And feel what it feels like to know that it is already done, to know that you have accomplished these things. Feel it, know it, embody it. When you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Come back. How does that feel? I love you guys. When you show up in that space, knowing that you're not just creating a business for you, you're creating a business for you, for me, for us, for the world, for like, we're so intertwined. And I truly believe that there's this shift in consciousness. Like, I'm not gonna get like super woo, but there's a shift in consciousness in the world where like we're not gonna be defined by the things. We're not okay with good enough, right? Like, we want more, we wanna have it all, and know that that is available for you, right? And when you show up in that space that like, today, if I can impact one person, that I will create that ripple effect. I will create this bigger being, and that when I rise, you rise, we rise together. We get to do this together. How does that feel to show up in that space? And what I encourage you to do is show up every single day in that energy, in that being. Knowing that the world needs you. Knowing that the world needs what you have to offer, regardless of the story you told yourself yesterday, right? Because we don't need that story anymore. We're leaving that in 2021. And we're going to wrap up and carry with us all the gifts, the strategy, the planning, the session, the lessons, the vibe, the being that we have created today. You guys have invested a lot of time in yourself today, and I honor you. I'm proud of you. I am like so honored that you guys chose to walk through this with me today. Like, that you allowed me to coach you through this, to walk with you, to be your guide. Thank you. I honor you. I love you. I know this was a ton of information. I'm so proud of what you're doing, and just know that this is for you, right? This is amazing, and you guys can absolutely 100% reach your goals. I have no doubt in my mind you can do this. And I will see you guys very, very soon. I love you. Mwah. Bye.